Benjamin Stubbs with 100 bits. Timed it absolutely perfect. Benjamin, thank you for the 100 bits. Hello, Paul. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Can we have a very quick AV check to get us going here? And hello. Welcome to the Thursday Farming Sim stream. And Jules, hello, Paul and Steve. Jules, I'm afraid you were beaten to first place by Benjamin. Looks like we've got audio and video, which is a good thing. Hope you've had a wonderful week. It's good to be back.
Happy anniversary.
Let's say hello to Mr. K.
Hello.
How's
Very
Special
chirpy.
K?
God. Honestly, it's like I've been back in school with you saying that. I'm doing good. Doing good. Had a nice, quiet-ish week. Took a couple of days off streaming and got some admin work done. But yeah, all in all, doing good.
That's nice. Where are you anyway? You're on the top there, right?
I'm on the roof, yes. I'm on my
yes,
little
I see.
teepee. I'm on my little teepee thing.
We have Mr. K, Motley and Mad Mick on the roof. We have Pickell, McJaffo, Dan Brown, Giddy Raccoon, Maniac Killer, Gazman. Did I miss anybody? Don't think so.
I think that's it.
Unless somebody teleported somewhere. Maniac Killer's
No, I
jumping
think
up
that's
down.
it. I think that's all we've got today. Well, for now, anyway.
Yeah, I think there's a bunch of people coming on the later slots. This is a bit early for some people,
Yeah.
I think. Awesome. Well, I think we've been given a job of beet harvesting.
We have indeed.
So we'll be in the Dr. Beet machines.
Lol. Well, you will be. I'll be in the trailers.
Oh, you're doing trailer one? I thought we had two beet things.
No, we've only
one
got one.
tatties.
So yeah, we're doing sugar beets. So we've only got one sugar beet harvester. So I'll let you do the sugar beets, and I'll just follow along with the trailer.
Sounds good to me. Right, let's get everybody going then. Right, peeps.
Indeed.
Let's go and do some work. Have fun. Thanks for joining.
Fair enough, LCF. I've just turned myself down a little bit.
Did you? Because I just turned you down because you were breaking up a little bit.
I've just adjusted it, but you know, we'll see how it goes.
That's better. Right, I can equalise if you set your level right.
Yeah, I have been playing with it this afternoon.
Yeah,
So
it was
that's
just a
probably
little
why.
bit. It was just starting to break a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a problem when you
Let's do some
overboost
fence
it.
hopping.
Oh, that game audio is loud. Famsim game audio is so loud compared to some other games.
That's true.
You're joining
Right,
at 6:30.
I'm guessing the brown one is potatoes and the red one is sugar beet.
I don't know. I always get these two mixed up.
Yeah.
I'm not 100%. Is there any particular way we can? Homer, I'm guessing, is potatoes. If I had to guess.
Well, this is the T4, so let me have a quick look.
I reckon the T4's tatties. I reckon the brown one's beets.
No, the Terrados T440 is for sugar beets.
Yeah, that's the brown one. Terrados T440.
Oh, they're both the same then. Huh. Interesting.
Yes, they are.
One of them's a mod, and then the other one isn't. So one of them's default, then the other one isn't.
Which
So
one are we supposed to be driving then?
I have no idea.
Oh, I'll take the brown one.
Lol.
Hope it's right.
Right, I'll try and get a lorry with trailers.
I just got to host some Jeff, I think. Thank you for the host, Jeff. I'll read your messages, guys, when I can catch up in a minute. Did I miss any bits? No, I didn't. Thank you for the bits, Jules, and Benjamin, by the way. You'll be on the farm at 6:30 as well, Mark. Nice. Red is default, mad boy. Yeah. Giants don't make a machine this good looking. I can't work out if it's browns, bronze, brown. It's kind of a weird colour. It's a nice colour. The potato harvester is brown, says T-Vale. Really?
Right, okay, so we're doing sugar beets.
It's the red one, says Motley. Okay. Well, if they leave instructions... You're in the potato one.
Right, I found the trailers, and I'm just going to pick them up, and then I need to make my way to... I think it's field 24 we're on, which is the sugar beets.
24?
Yes. If it's sugar beets that we're doing first, then it's 24.
the colour of dirt, so it's harder to see. Very true. Jump out and back in, and it tells you on the screen what you're in. Yeah, it does. It does tell you what you're in, but it doesn't tell you what it harvests, does it? So this one, what does this one say? It says Pterodos T440 potato. Okay, there's a clue there. Who reads that anyway?
Not me.
I'll read that. Right. 24, is it?
Yes. I'm making my way up there now.
Please slide a bit.
Can only be described as a land train. Something that you would only see in, I don't know, Australia?
It's quickest way to 24 then. We'll be left out of here. Let's go this way. Right, I've moved the camera, so I'm not overlaying it now. Blind Headshot Paul, you have a big surprise from regards to gifts. If you have a silver cup, that's for sure, but that's just one. Dude, that was like the most cryptic thing I've read all day. What the heck do you mean? I didn't understand anything in that sentence whatsoever. Apart from, you have a big surprise. From regards to gifts. What, is that a company, regards to gifts? You have a silver cup, that's for sure, but that's just one. It sounds like you sent me a silver cup. Or more than one, I don't know. Hey, BK?
Right, I'm at 24 waiting.
On my way. Could you imagine Farm Sim with the Unreal 4 engine detailed light flight sim? Well, for now, that's where it all belongs, in your imagination. Because nobody's building it. To be fair, the graphics in this are not terrible. You know, sure, they could be better, but they're not terrible.
Just imagine the spring tyres and farming thing.
What is new about the Twitch beta, Michael? Do you know what? It's a weird thing happened on... What day is it, Wednesday? I think it was Monday night. And I pulled up my browser, and I was in the chat room with a few of the mods. I brought up my browser, I went to twitch.tv, and all of a sudden it went... Welcome to the new Twitch beta. I was like, what? Welcome to the new Twitch beta, it said. Blah, blah, blah. We're not fully implemented all the features yet, but we hope you enjoy it. And I was like, squeeze me? Twitch beta? What are we talking about here? So I said to the guys, have you seen this new Twitch beta thing? And they're like, what? What's that? So I refreshed the page again, and it wasn't there anymore.
Lol.
So I was sitting there scratching my head. So I brought up my history, and I realised that it had redirected me to go.twitch.tv.
Yeah.
So I said to them, try this. I said, go to go.twitch.tv, and sure enough, there was a beta. And it looks exactly like the current one, except at the top left it says beta.
Yeah, the funny thing is, when I got that pop-up and it said, welcome to the all-new Twitch beta, we've developed this from the ground up. And I was like,
no, you didn't.
Of course you have. Of course you have. You
No
know?
way. So I can't work it out. What is new? You can't pop out chat to a separate window. What? I looked at it and I was like, what has been built from the ground up here? Because I can't fathom it. It's a big old truck there, Steve.
It is. And it's purple.
Only some of the pages were new, the rest remain the same. Well, how can it be built from the ground up then?
Yeah, exactly.
Did they even announce that this was happening? I must have missed that.
I must have missed that
memo. Not everything works in the beta. Some features are redirected to the regular site. No whispers either. Mostly internal stuff. Back end, front end. Right, okay. So they've basically rewritten the system. But not all of it yet. Thank you, Sammy. I don't know. It was all very confusing. There we go. Where's my... There we go. Cruise control didn't do anything. Yeah, that's Twitch is built from the ground up.
Yeah, a new logo in the top corner that says beta.
We've changed JavaScript library. It's built from the ground up. Store 2 trailers and sell the rest, says Mr. Motley.
Fair enough.
Magnum Days. Paul, I've been enjoying the new variety of sim games releasing, and your streams have made my Steam list fill up quickly. As always, great content, great community, great fun. Thank you. Thank you, Magnum Days. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the support.
Why is it that the thing that you're in is going 6 miles an hour, and then all of a sudden it speeds up to like 8 miles an hour?
It keeps getting like the header keeps getting stuck friction wise.
Right.
It's weird. The wheel it stops and the wheel starts spinning. Like the header's too low.
Have you pressed shift 4, 5, and 6?
Oh, I can do.
So that'll put all-wheel drive, diff lock, and everything. I see what you mean, though. I can see the wheels spinning.
Is it shift normal 4 or number 4?
Yeah, top row. So shift and then top row, 4, 5, 6.
No, shift 4, 5, and 6 brought up the radio, Steve.
Shouldn't have.
Shift 5 brings up pop radio. I'm not even joking.
It doesn't for me. You are pressing left shift, aren't you?
Use auto CC with shift 3 a few times, says wrong. Auto CC. I don't even know what he means. What's auto CC from?
I'm guessing cruise control, maybe?
Look, it just won't... It's like sliding horribly.
I'll let you get filled up a little bit first.
Yeah, this thing's not behaving on this field very well. I think it's because we're going across a field that's sloped as opposed to going up and down it.
Possible.
And with 2 green arrows, so also adjust the harvester speed.
Okay.
Synchronization hype.
I know nothing.
How big is this field? It's about 3 sausages wide and 2 bacon strips long. I don't know how to explain how big this field is. Control, Alt, and Y. What does that do? Control, Alt, Y.
No, it's Control Y.
What?
He says Control Y to change the steering settings. I have no idea.
Why does that help me? All-wheel steering. So this thing is not even moving when I put it on. When I put it on this auto thing, which it's on now, it's sitting here, so how do you make it move? How do you, when it's on auto cruise control, how do you tell it to actually go forward?
I think he did just say that it was on about me, so I have no idea.
Oh right, so not me then.
I would just continue. I would have been doing it.
Well, Vrom, you didn't say that, did you? You didn't say Steve do that, you said me. Look, this thing just won't climb. Something not set up right here. The wheels are just spinning around. It's like the header is too low. It's stuck into the ground. Can we raise the height of the header maybe?
manually, I don't know.
Maybe it's because it's a modded one and it just doesn't work very well. Or this is the basic one, isn't it?
I think that is the modern one, possibly. No, actually, no.
The harvester's a Holmer. Yeah, I've tried the mouse control. Doesn't seem to move the height of it. It does seem it needs at least 4-wheel drive to be on, left shift plus 4. I think it's left shift plus 4 doesn't actually do anything.
Does it not put any extra icons in down at the bottom?
No, I know what you mean, but it doesn't. Try it.
It works on that.
You jump in and press left shift and 4 because it's either something with my setup or that tractor, that combine doesn't do it.
Yeah, it doesn't do it on here either.
Doesn't do it for you either.
Not for me, no.
No, so that's what I'm saying. So
that is odd.
There is no 4-wheel drive mode, and it's not coping without. Guess you have to enable drive control for the 4-wheel drive, Haribo.
Okay, how do I turn the radio off?
Shift 5.
Oh, is it?
Because I was getting pop radio.
I can't do it in the truck. It just doesn't work.
Now, if I re-enable the drive control thing, it doesn't make any difference. Shift 4. So it's not that. No, I don't think it did. It's because I was going uphill, Ragnar. So it's going quick now because we're on like the flat bit. But when I was going up the hill, it just started wheel spinning because there's no 4-wheel drive option. And there's nothing on here. There's only steering control.
I've managed to turn the radio off. I've just turned the audio down.
Did shift 5 not work?
No, when I press shift 5 in this truck, it turns on all-wheel steering, all-wheel drive, which is what it should do inside of that. However, it doesn't look like that's got it.
Very strange.
It is.
Very strange. Yours worked okay, Mark? I don't know. Disable radio via the escape menu, says LCF.
Yeah, I've just done that. That's what I've done. I've just turned it down to off.
Mr. John Fly, 13 months, nice Twitch coloured truck, Steve. Congrats on learning how to turn the radio off.
It is a nice colour.
Thank you, John Fly. Looks like a Ribena, blackcurrant.
What was the advert? Now it was something like, do you get squashed or something? I can't remember what it was. Like the Ribenas used to get flung out of a catapult into
they
a brick
did.
wall, so it got squished and whatnot.
That's it, yeah. As soon as the ground gets uneven, this thing is just a pain.
Yeah. See, if it's managed to go okay going down this bit, I would suggest doing lengths, like up and down this part.
Yeah.
So like north-south.
But equally, I need to strim a run around it, otherwise I've got nowhere to turn around.
Yeah, exactly.
Steak, I've not done anybody's sub yet, mate. I need to go through a whole bunch of them. The only one I've just done is John Flies. But I'll do the rest in a second. Kieran with 100 bits, you have missed a few resubs. I've not missed any resubs. I haven't started them yet. I've been concentrating on making this stupid machine go forward. Because it's just two-wheel rubbish drive. Gamma 10. Thank you for 6 months. Thank you, Gamma. Half a year, Silver Acorn. Stick. 11 months. 1 more month to go. Thanks for all the work you put in. Thank you for 11, dude. Almost got that gold cap. Prutale, 20 months. Ragnarsson, thank you for 8. Would you look at that? 8 months already. Where does time fly? Kieron, 17 months sub to the best streamer on Twitch. Alekvi with 8 months. All work and no play. We have Astronaut Raccoon with 5 months. Hope you're well, Squirrel. Been busy, so I've not been around recently. No problem. Fatty89, 44 months. Says, I can't count higher than that. From here on, everything is a surprise. Hashtag brick wall. Bjorn, 20 months. Only 4 to go. Can't believe it's been this long. Keep up the great work. Vrome, 8 with 35 months. Only 1 more month away from the 3-year sub. The hype is real. Thank you, Vrome. CFPS Zoltar, 32 months. Just wanted to say thank you, as I lost my father last week, and during the last week I watched many of your videos to keep my mind off of things. I'm back at work, and I'll be having your stream going in the background. You rock, dude. Oh my god, CFPS, dude. That is awful news, awful.
It is.
I'm so sorry for you, mate. Can we get some love in chat for CFPS? That is awful. Mr. Ray Neal, 32 months. Hurrah! Thank you, Mr. Ray Neal. Listen very carefully with 7. Button Hype, happy birthday to you. Squash Tomato and Stew, the nut house is awesome. Happy birthday to you. Don't you mean happy birthday to you? Blue Merle, 28 months. Angel Dina, or Angel Dina, 13. Big Footy with 29. Gifted Penguin. Oh my god, hang on. I lost my piggy for a second. Gifted Penguin, thank you for subbing. Welcome to the house. Thank you very much for your support. Sorry I've only just got round to that Gifted Penguin, but it was at 4:15, so you'll have to forgive me. Derry Lad, 3 months. Robert Kirby Toms, 11 months. Keep up the great work, Squirrel, and a big hey to the Doyle. Hope he's dreaming of his next sleep. I wish I'd have took a photograph of Doyle this afternoon. When I go out of my house, the patio windows there, into the back room, and there's like a small beanbag on the floor, and he loves to just lie on that beanbag. It faces out into the sun, so I walked out of my room and he was lying on this beanbag, and he looked so cute, and the sun was just shining on his face. He was just lying there going, ah, in the sun. It was great. I think that brings us up to date. Hope I didn't miss anybody out. Thank you for your support, guys.
Doyle does come on a Thursday, Michael.
Yeah, he tends to come on every stream. Whenever he's available.
That's it. He's got a busy schedule.
He does. It's all sleep and the occasional visit. The occasional royal visit. Great to have a dog like Smithy. Mostly. Mostly. Except when you're hungry, you can't feed yourself. Oh, you have to rely on your owner. And when you want to go out, well, you have to rely on your owner.
That's true.
And when you see a cat, you can't control yourself. Listen, Lord Reaper, you missed my bit, Squirrel. Sorry, dude, hang on. Let me scroll back. I did. 200 bits. Farming hype. Let the chaos begin with the maddest nutters I've ever had the pleasure to know. Thank you, Lord Reaper. Sorry I missed that. That somehow snuck in. Well, Mrs. Geek Thumb, you're starting the food chat already.
Well, actually, I'm going to blame you for starting the food chat.
Me?
Yeah, because when someone said, how big's this field, you said about 2 sausages and 4 rations of bacon. Yeah. So I'm going to blame it on you this time.
Fair play. Fair play, you got me there.
However, I think I am actually going to blame Jules because he was on about cheesecake before the stream started.
Like cheesecake for a while, actually. Chop Suey Lewis, hey, thank you for the bits. I went out in London last night, celebrating with a friend, and I had a lovely fish cake to start with, and then my main course had a lovely steak and chips. Oh,
right.
Steak and chips is just one of the finest things in life.
It's got to be cooked properly, though.
Well, it was. It was cooked fantastically, actually, as it happened.
Fair enough.
Found decent restaurants in London.
Doing good flu greasing.
And we had, between us two, we had 2 bottles of champagne.
Wow.
I know, right?
I'm not one for champagne, to be honest.
I'm not really, but he loves champagne and it was his celebration, so I kind of... I just drunk it and pretended it was fizzy wine, because that's all it is. It wasn't bad champagne, though, actually.
Fair enough.
It was drinkable.
Well, that's the main thing. I mean, sometimes it tastes like vinegar, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, I mean, if it had been me, I'd have just gone for a wine, but... you know.
But even wine tastes like vinegar.
Well, just if it goes off.
It must just be me then, because it always tastes off.
I think if you get a decent quality wine, it tastes a lot different than a cheap one. But I'm no wine expert, but have tasted good wines and bad ones.
Mark 644 saying, I hope I don't get stuck. And I'm, you know, I'm quite confident that I won't get stuck.
Wait, was you? Oh, there.
What's up?
I thought you'd lost you the trailer. It's
still
pretty far back.
It's quite long.
It's quite long, isn't it?
Although the front one is 64% full already.
I know, because see, I was thinking to myself, that's a massive trailer. You'll be able to go for like quite a while. And then I've sat here and thought, wait a minute, that's filling up real quick.
You've done like, what, 1 full row, like 1 trip around the field and then 2 rows, and it's, it's not going to last long, is it?
Nope. Jules, I wonder if Mrs. S has taken Dole down to the canal for a swim. Let's hope not, Jules. Seriously, if she has, he's not sitting on my knee. Friends 100580. Hello, Paul. I had my eye surgery last week. It all went well. I can break the news. Break the news. As went to scan with a girlfriend today, and she is having twins. Wow. Rip my wallet for the next 20 years. Keep up the good work. Dude, congrats. GG. Can we get some GGs in chat for friends who's now having twins?
Double the fun.
That is outrageous. It's one of those things that you can't control. And then when it happens, you're like, okay, well that happened. Not 1, but 2 barrels of fun.
But also look at it this way, they'll never be lonely. You know, while they're growing up, they will always play with each other, like play games and things.
Fight for stuff.
But then when they get to the teenage years, that's when the problem's going to start, because they're going to be arguing like cat and dog.
You see some twins on TV and they're just like best friends, and they like all the same things.
Yeah. And
then you see others and they're kind of, they look the same, but their characters are completely different.
Yeah.
Like they don't like anything the other one likes, you know, it's almost like they're trying hard not to be the same.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with what you say. You know, you see them on TV and you think, you know, they do everything together. They work well together. They love each other, this, that, and other. Why is it that all the twins that I know, they just fight all the time about, you know, the littlest of things, you know?
Must be a strain on the parents, though. I mean,
oh yeah,
it's bad enough when one of your babies is sick, and to have 2 of them. Well, they're both screaming, they both want nappy chains, both want feeding. I've only got 1 pair of hands, this is impossible.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Your twins are 13, they argue a lot, but they have each other's back, Billy. That's fair enough. Miss Kelly Stewart, another squirrel. Also, nice lilac truck and trailer there, Steve.
Thank you very much.
Is it lilac?
Matches.
I wouldn't say that was lilac.
It's purple.
Yeah, I'd definitely say that's purple.
Thank you.
Lilac's a lot more, a lot lighter.
Yeah, it's lighter.
That's a Ribena purple, that is. It's darker than a Twitch purple.
Carl Hugh. How would you say his name? Carl Huey? I don't know. Did I get the capacity to work on the generator? I did, but it was generating 330 volts. So that's not good. But I have ordered one.
What's it supposed to generate?
240 volts.
Oh dear.
Basically, I don't know if you saw the stream that I did. I took a generator apart because it wasn't generating power. We found the problem, and it was the motor run capacitor or whatever it was.
Right.
And it was rated at 12 microfarad at 450 volts. Well, Maplin's had one. Yeah, the expensive place. They had one, but it was 16 microfarad at 440. So we did a bit of maths, you know, and found that it probably work. So I went and bought one, plugged it in, started it up, measured the voltage. Yeah, 330 volts. I was like, nope, not touching
so it
that.
works, but it doesn't generate the right voltage.
Yeah, so what I've done is I've ordered a 12 microfarad 450 volts run capacitor off eBay. I'm just waiting for it to arrive now, so it'll generate the right power. But yeah, it was crazy when I plugged it in and it's like 330 volts. Yeah, I'll just leave that there. Bye.
How loud is it when it's running?
It's actually pretty quiet. It's only a 1,100 watts generator, but it runs really nice, really quiet.
So what are you going to use it for?
I'm just going to sell it afterwards. If not, it's a £125 investment into one stream.
So, if you bought it for 125 quid and you fix it, how much can you sell it for?
I could probably sell, because now it's working, I could probably sell it for about 150, 160.
That's not so bad. Well, how much does the part cost?
20 quid.
So you're going to make a fiver?
Yeah, but, you know, I made a stream. I made a stream out of it, so, you know, there are a couple of donations.
Kind of feels like you should get a bit more for your money, though, you know?
Yeah. Well, if anyone else wants to offer me 200 quid for it, you know. Steve, having a takeaway. As far as I know, no.
I reckon
unless I go to McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's one trailer at 91% full.
Wow. What, the first one?
Yeah, the first trailer's 91%.
Lord Reaper. Twins, double the fun, but also double the trouble. Two of my cousins are identical twins. That is hard work trying to remember which is which. Yeah, that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing. And when it comes to, like, when the teenage years, they start going out with people. And even the people they're going out with are getting confused about which one's which.
That's one thing that would confuse the hell out of me. I'd be like, who are you again?
Yeah.
What about if twins went out with twins? Now, that would be confusing.
That would be... Yeah, and what happens if they had babies? What would you end up with?
Twins.
Quads?
Of twins. Well, what's the proper name for it? Twin tuplets or something? I don't know.
I don't know. What can you buy with £20, James? What, you're looking for ideas? You could buy a couple of t-shirts. If you go to Asda, you can probably have about 4 t-shirts.
Pick and mix. Yeah, you could probably get a penny bubbly for that now.
Yeah.
You can buy 1.5 cinema tickets, probably.
1.5. Yeah, can I just watch 20 minutes of the film?
Can I watch that film and the first half of that one? I'll watch the other half next week.
Lol. Yeah, can I go and watch that film? Yeah, which half? Just the last half, because I want to see what happens.
I want to see if it's any good. I want to see if the ending's good before I watch the start.
I don't care about the build-up. I just want to see if it's any good.
I just want the action. Jim Manager, 16 months, double sub height. You and Steve, my favourite streamers. The Nutters are great, and you should all be proud of what you have built. Thank you very much, Jim Dude. Miss Anna Banana. Oh, look at that. 24 months. This calls for celebratory bunting, Squirrel Mug. Thank you for 2 years, Miss Anna Banana. Enjoy the golden acorn. Well earned.
Actually, I'm good. I don't know if it's my resub yet.
Eh?
I'm going to check, see if it's my resub, because I think it's due about now.
Don't you get one every week, you? Because you hacked it.
Lol. I didn't hack it.
Well, I got one.
I'm blaming you for hacking it, because you came into mine 1 week and 21 months. Week later, 22 months. Okay.
I know, right? How does that even work?
Where's the 3 weeks gone in between?
Which actually makes me wonder if they've changed it so that if you have a 3-month sub, it lets you do one on each month now.
Possible.
That would make sense if if that's what they've allowed. They don't tell you.
Yeah, that's true.
Apache X2, 22 months. Whoops, I did it again. Thank you, Apache X.
Yeah, I don't have it on my side. I'm going to let you do 2 runs before I come and empty you.
Okay.
Squirrel's a hacker confirmed, lol. But the thing is, it wouldn't surprise me because, well, not that Squirrel's a hacker, but because you remember a couple of months back when people were hosting your channel and it was coming up like, so-and-so hosted you 1 million views, and it was like, wow, okay, where's these million views?
That was a thing, wasn't it?
So, you know, maybe someone could hack it.
Jules with 100 bits says, I'm having New York cheesecake later. Oh, Jules. There's the door.
Just open it, walk through, and then
open
close.
it, yeah. Shut, lock it behind you. Keep going. Canis Lupus 0811. Thank you for subbing. Welcome to the house. Can we give Canis a lovely nutty walk up, guys? This is actually going to take a while, this field.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Pretty small header.
We've been doing it about 30 minutes and we've done about 6 rows, 7 rows.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
Yeah, it's quite a big field as well.
I might configure the old GPS, I think.
What, are you still doing it manual?
Yeah.
Wow. I'd have gone onto GPS on the first row.
Well, it's my summer car, man. Last episode was a week ago. I know, but you had a TMCN today. Quit complaining. I don't know. Soon, TM. Need to record it. I need to decide whether to get arrested or not. That's the main thing I need to decide.
I'd go for it.
But you see, if you get arrested, you don't know how long you're going to be in there.
But what else have you got to lose if you do?
Well, you might actually die in there for a kickoff.
Oh, right, okay. Well, you just have to make sure you go fully quenched and fed and whatnot.
Yeah, but you don't know how long you're going to stay in. For a 6,000 mark fine,
right?
How long is it going to keep you in there?
Oh, is that why you're putting off it playing the game? Because you've got to pay a 6,000 fine?
In the video, yeah. In the
Right,
video,
okay.
I've got a 6,000... Which I might point out was not my fault, but I've got a 6,700 mark fine.
Yeah, right, okay.
And... like, I'm in 2 minds, because at the moment I appear to have worked out a hack.
Right.
So what I do is... let's just get the GPS going. What I do is I don't sleep in my home at night anymore. So what I do is I sleep in the truck outside, or I sleep on the island. And as a result, I've had 6,700 mark fine, but nobody's turned up at my door yet because I'm not sleeping in the house. So I can't be arrested, I think. I might be talking rubbish, but at the moment I've not been arrested.
So in other words, the police knock on your door if you're in the house and you answer the door.
They stop you getting out, yeah.
However, because you're outside in the
truck.
van, yeah,
They can't arrest me.
the police officers are going to come and knock on your door. Oh yeah, he's definitely not here. What's that mumbling we can hear from the back of that van? Oh, it'll just be the air brakes or something. It's nothing.
Exactly, and it's working. It's working. So I'm tempted to just leave it and let myself sit there with a 6,700 fine and never actually sleep in my house again. Or do I sleep in my house for science and find out if I'm going to get arrested? And if I do get arrested, I'm thinking about trying to take a crate of beer with me to jail.
Well, yeah, you're going to get locked up, sir. What for? Failure to pay your fine. All right, okay. Can I just take this in with me?
Just bring
Why
in
would you
this.
like to take that in, sir? Because I want to have a jolly good time if I'm going to be in the nick.
I don't want to die of thirst.
Yeah. I think it was your video as well. I don't know if it was the last one or the one before it, where you got pulled over and had to do a like a breath test thing.
Yeah.
And then in the background, we just heard this almighty crash.
Yep.
And then the next minute, your blue van was just half a mile down the road. Oh, I laughed so much at that because I saw it coming. I saw it coming as you pulled over, and I was like, if you leave your truck there, Squirrel, it's going to end up getting hit by a car.
That's when I got the fine.
Yeah.
A speeding fine.
Ah, right, okay.
I was
so that's
4
where
or
it
5. I was,
originated from.
yeah, I was 4 miles an hour over the limit,
Right.
and I got a 6,700 mark fine.
Right, because
Just-
I did see it, and I was like, yeah, that truck is not going to last if you stay there. And then next minute, I saw the truck coming. I was like, yeah,
Oh,
he's
man.
ripped. He's ripped.
That was
Oh,
annoying.
yeah.
That was like the police just leave it, let it happen in front of them,
Exactly.
and don't do anything about
Yep.
it.
The problem, the one that I did, right? I got pulled over by them. I parked the truck in front of the police officer. Didn't hit him. However, a truck came barreling down, just like yours, hit my vehicle. Whilst I was still in the vehicle, I might add, hit the vehicle, sent my vehicle to run over the police officer that was stood there waiting for me to give a breathalyzer, and I got chased for it. So yeah, you know, swings and roundabouts and everything.
It
Oh
really
God,
is.
That trailer's full.
It's a troll of a game. Jules, Steve, tell Paul what I put on your Discord food chat the other day, lol.
Oh, all the cheesecakes.
Probably the New York cheesecake, I'd guess.
Yeah, it was the New York cheesecakes and a strawberry cheesecake, I think it was.
I think Jules likes cheesecake.
Yeah.
What the heck?
What's up?
I just used the mouse to bring the pipe lower, and it turned
Yeah,
the
it does.
harvester off.
Yeah, it does. You've got to be careful with that.
Let's go back. If you go to jail, you get food once a day. What about drink?
There's a toilet for that, isn't there?
Oh, you don't drink out the toilet.
I don't know.
Wait, this talk of getting arrested is not IRL, right, Bri? No, no, dude. It's not. Yeah, we're talking about mine's in my car.
Where do you think Squirrel sleeps? In his studio?
I know, right? I sleep in my truck outside so I don't get arrested. Yeah, that sounds like real life. You get food and drink in jail. How do people
Well, at least
die
you
in
get
jail
that.
then, J Money? They just not eat and drink. And how did you know how long you're going to be in there for?
Okay, this thing is struggling now. It's getting more and
Yeah.
more crop inside.
I bet it is. But it's getting pretty heavy.
10 miles an hour up that hill. And it's only a little hill. Doing good, Roger?
Not bad, Mr. Roger. I've got a mobile streaming studio Spitfire. Imagine that. Imagine if I had a trailer that was just like streaming studio. You just pull
Yeah.
up and plug it in.
Can you imagine, though, how many people would be emailing you saying, come and stream from outside my
Yeah,
house?
they really would.
Yeah.
Just go on tour streaming.
Squirrel on tour.
Squirrel, they die because they never get out equals game over, Ben. What, as in... So when you go to jail in my car, it never lets you out? That's ridiculous.
So in other words, don't go to jail, keep sleeping in your van.
Yeah, exactly. Why would
You're-
you want to
you're-
go to jail?
You're now a freeman of the land. Actually, what about if you sleep on the island? You know, the little hut thing that's on
Yeah,
the
exactly.
island
Yeah, you can
between
sleep
the
there,
things?
it's fine.
Oh, you can sleep there? And
Yeah,
it's,
sleep on the sofa, sleep on the island, sleep in your truck, fine. Sleep in the house, turn up at your door. 2 guys at the front door, 1 guy at the back door.
Lol.
And I think there's a way, like, I've got my motorbike inside the house as well, because I've heard of a way that if you open the door and then blast out the door on your motorbike, Thelma and Louise style, you can get through, but I've yet to try that.
Oh, cue the Lenny Henry music.
Shoot Bandits, I didn't kill multiple cops. You're thinking about the stream, not on YouTube. Hey, Citrus. No, on YouTube, I got pulled over for a breath test, and I was 4 miles an hour over the limit, so they gave me a 6,700 mark fine, which I haven't paid yet. Simcopter, thank you for the host, Sim. Thank you very much.
So what if you make a backup of that save game and then see what happens, and if everything goes wrong, then you can just put the backup on?
Well, yeah, I could do that.
I guess it'd spoil the fun a little bit.
Find out what happens. Test my theory that if you do actually sleep in the house, you will go to jail.
Right.
It only works on the back door, Joku. So if you get on your motorbike and blast out the back door, you're fine. That's cool.
Nico, you have to go to your own channel and type /post, well, /post space, and then the channel that you want to host, i.e. Squirrel.
Are you going to stream Lights of Magara again, Jay Money? Yeah, well, when I'm in the mood again. Brew, 3 months. Go Wisconsin Badgers, pumpkin M&Ms are awesome. That's the most random statement.
Ransom.
Crosshair Magnet, 12 months. Oh my god, it's been a year already. Congrats, dude. Happy anniversary. Enjoy the gold cap. Thank you for a year. Oh, Gurnham as well. Look at that. 12 months. Good evening. Hope we find you well this evening. We do indeed. Thank you for another 12 months as well. Double sub. 2 12s and 24 tonight. Flippin' heck. Get prepared, there's 120 mile an hour winds and torrential rain hitting the UK on Sunday and Monday due to ex-Hurricane Maria. Really? 120?
Seems a little bit high.
Hasn't it been... Oh, let's have a look. Well, that would mean there'd be weather warnings on the BBC weather site, wouldn't there?
I'm just having a look now on Met Office.
It says rain on Sunday, rain on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know, somebody have a look on Met Office for weather warnings.
I'm just looking now.
Pretty unusual to have 120 mile an hour winds in September. Jules, I am now working 1 day a week in the country park as a volunteer gardener. Nice, Jules. Well, I hope you're enjoying it.
The only thing that it's got a warning for in Sheffield on Sunday is warning of rain nearby.
Well, not mind rain.
Highs of 37 on wind.
I was wrong. It's the game over because you never get released before, but they changed it in a patch not so long ago, so you get out when you have 0 days left on your sentence. Benji T, how do you know how many days are on your sentence when you go in? Does it tell you? Does it say to you you've got 5 days left or something? You've got weather warnings near you, Yoshi. Where are you? Reaper, how do I keep missing your bits, dude? Squirrel, have you heard that there is a giant superstorm called Brain coming to hit the UK next week? It's basically Hurricane Maria and Lee combined, and it looks like a monster. Nope, this is the first I've heard of it, Lord Reaper.
We need a link to this so we can verify it.
Is this some scaremongering story that people have made up, or is this for real? Because it doesn't sound likely in the UK. It has a day counter under your money. Ah, cool, thank you. You endorse it. You've finished work from your lovely Scania streamline about 30 minutes ago and saw your stream, so I popped in, Nico. Nice. Why do you send some pics on Twitter? Welsh Further, you're a silver cap, so you can link it. Let's Office put a video on Facebook about it. Storms have lost the power coming across the Atlantic. Yeah, but it sounds like there's two of them combining to rampage the UK. Isn't Chelmsford fairly protected from these major storms? Well, by the time that stuff from the Atlantic gets over to us, it tends to have lost a lot of its grunt. But people in Cornwall and Devon, they're always the ones that take the first, you know, kind of hit from the Atlantic. Let's have a look at this link. UK Superstorm. When will it hit the UK? Will Hurricane Maria and Lee merge into a new storm? That was yesterday. Two cyclones whipping up powerful winds, respectively, with Maria tracking northeastwards over the Atlantic.
It's not going to come over to the east side, is it really?
Fierce gales and heavy rain could affect the UK by the start of next week. Yeah, so we're not going to get hit by a hurricane, but we are going to get, or potentially get, a significant storm. Strong winds and rain, basically. I mean, I've seen the pictures of this before in the UK. You know, pictures of a deck chair being blown over. It's horrific stuff.
It's not like what they've had in America, though, is it, really?
No, nothing like it. You don't nail unders, are you good, Code 4? Well, it's more if you're in the west or southwest is where you're going to get hit the most. It depends. I mean, this whole thing can change its course. They can't predict which way it's going to go. No, Jimbo. We've had like mini tornadoes in the UK, but that's about it.
Yeah, no, we don't get anything majorly devastating or anything, so
we don't have the the layout of the land is not right so that we can get hurricanes and tornadoes and things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shoot bandits maybe. Any more news about the ice squirrel? Nope. Jules, what are you saying? What are you saying is ex-tropical storm is going to hit Britain from tonight through Sunday? No, Jules, what it was saying was there's two sort of tropical storms out in the Atlantic, and potentially they might combine forces and drift over the UK and cause heavy rain and strong winds on Sunday, Monday. Oh yes, good old Michael Fish.
we're getting there slowly.
KZ Free, thank you for the host. Yeah, I wonder how much... Have you emptied already?
No, I've got... well, I'm at 90%.
What did he say about it? Was it...
He's wanting 2 of them saving, and then all of the rest of it selling.
Right.
So, yeah. I'm going to get them both full first, and then store it, and then sell the rest.
Dave, I think you'd be better URL shortening that, and then it'll actually work as a link properly. But Josh, thank you for the host. Deadmouse, 34 months, keep it a great work, Paul. Always a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Deadman. You're in the mid-map. Another month bites the dust. 7 months. Is my,
Yeah, I'm keep hitting it, so I'm just going to move my course a little bit.
Hang on, let me raise it up a bit.
That wasn't real. That'll do.
There we go.
98.
99.
99.
Long time fan from Atlanta just signed up to watch you, Alan G. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the stream.
Almost there.
Stay on target. There you go.
And I'm full. That's it. That's all you're getting.
You know where you're going?
No idea. At the pigs.
Bring some bacon back with you, Steve.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Nico, I should be doing some in a couple of weeks' time, I reckon. I should be able to get my Explain fired up by then. Yeah, Low-Tech, so I got Airport CO yesterday. I've been playing around with it because the developer sent the key over, so I had to go with it. I don't know how deep it goes yet. I've not had a chance to sort of smash it for a few hours. I've typically sent it on the day when I was due to go to London, so I didn't get a chance to play with it. But then he only sent it 24 hours before release anyway, so it's a case of, well, okay. What, you wanted me to make a video with it?
It looks like we've got 2 other people on the farm, on the same field, gathering crop. I think they took the hint and maybe bought another harvester. They realise
this is a bit of a big field.
Although it is only a tractor one, so it attaches to the tractor, it's not a big one like that.
Oh, I see it, yeah. Mrs. Frosty. Click on Dave's link. Mrs. Frosty, good evening, Paul. Hope all is well. We will be having Mr. Frosty Jack join us at 8 PM slot. He is currently on his way home. Squirrel hug. Look forward to it, Mrs. Frosty. You get to have him back on the farm. Dave, it's hard to see which direction that thing's actually going, but you can see at the moment it's sucking a lot of air from the south. But it definitely looks like it's going to get windy over Ireland on Saturday. But yeah, if that heads over here, could get fun. Could get fun indeed. How much is farming sim? And also call me Nick, it's better. I'm not going to remember to call you Nick. It says Nico Dems. I'm going to say Nico. No, I am. I'll try. Capitev, 7 months. As always, just happy to press the button and feeling the squirrel love of the community. Oh, thank you, Capitev. It's not released in the USA yet, Jim.
What's that, Airport CEO?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not released here yet either. I've just looked.
It's supposed to release at 1900 CET, which is 1600, which is now. So it's supposed to release now.
I've literally just checked and it's not. So, I don't know.
Why the heck is Motley coming down my lane, you scumbag? What are you doing? You can't just show up and start making up your rules. Go down the other side. Odd Reaper, one thing I hate about this time of year is Strictly Come Dancing and Strictly It Takes Two never liked those shows. Oh, you mean... Yeah, I see what you mean. Well, yeah, if you're not into the whole dance thing, then... To be honest, Lord Reaper, I'm not a fan of them either, but I just don't watch them. I just don't put them on. To be fair though, I hardly watch that much TV. Maria slid by the US and eastern NC with very little wind. Oh god, look at what Motley's done.
Has he made a mess?
Well, it's not so much he made a mess, he's just, instead of staying on the other side of the field, he started doing circuits around it. But when he comes down the strip I'm doing, because he's not doing an exact GPS run, there's now a row of crop.
Right, okay. I see what you mean.